Questions for Emma? JT, go first.
Hey.
Jonathan Tannenwald of the Philadelphia Inquirer. How do you assess those 2 corner kicks that you conceded on, and how do you, admittedly a little nitpicky, assess Fallon's performance on them?
Well, I think we started the game really strongly. Sometimes you can start the game like that and you think to yourself, I hope we don't sit back and be passive. But that's what we did. We scored so early and let's credit Portugal. Really good team. See why they've drawn with England. They came out in a diamond shape, so created some problems to get pressure on the ball, which we tried to adapt to in the first half. I still didn't think we got a grip of the game. I thought defensively from the front to back, we just mistimed everything. Didn't win our duels in the right moments, but they didn't create anything from open play. But they were deserving of a goal in the first half, I felt, for their play. And then I felt in attack, it felt to me like we just hadn't played together for a long time. I didn't recognise us. I felt that we just rushed everything. We went direct. We didn't look like the team that we've been working on. But that's what happens when you've got 113 days apart. And I actually felt it the last 2 days in training. I felt there were so many misconnections. Just taking a bit of time for us to get on the same page. So sometimes you need to kick up the backside like that. Half-time adapted a little bit, and I thought we did better in the second half. But at the highest level, it's all the little details, like did we need to concede corners in the situations we were in? If we get ourselves in the right positions in the first place, we don't concede them. And then when you concede them at the highest level, you know, they got 0.85 XG, both from corners. It's that the reality is it's not good enough from the team, not any individual. I thought the team was poor tonight. And I said that to the players afterwards, that, look, everybody might, want to try and solve sometimes a difficult game when it's not going very well, and it become individual. The problem with that is team wins games. And so if I think of so many decisions we made, I'm like, is it the right moment to take a shot? Slip a player in? No, we didn't make those decisions. Is it the right moment to cross? Do we have the bodies in the box? Or if it came back out again, can we recycle it? And we didn't do it. So I was frustrated this evening because it felt like a game of whack-a-mole. I felt like if I put something out and then I was whacking that. That's how the game felt for me as a coach. I've been doing this for so long. I hate them games. But we got another one in a few days, thank goodness. Because it gives us an opportunity to rectify the performance. Not the result, the performance.
Jeff. Then Henry.
Jeff Kassouf, ESPN. Emma, when you get a performance like that, how do you assess it at this point in the cycle in terms of your level of frustration, your alarm of having that performance happen?
As Ben Northey, the Sydney Philharmonica conductor, would say, let it go. And I say that because 113 days between does matter. It's probably the first time we've had to endure that time apart. It felt like a team in pre-season to me. So we got to let it go. But as I always say, don't make it a habit. How we show up tomorrow, how we respond tomorrow is important. We travel up to Hartford and I've got a great locker room. Like football is, it doesn't always go the way you want. But we did play a good team, and as I keep teaching our team, don't underestimate European opponents. They play Champions League, they play Nations League. They know how to kill a game. They know how to waste time. They know how to make it difficult in so many different ways, and I was impressed with them. But we have to be better. Simple as that.
Henry.
Hi, I'm Henry Bushnell from The Athletic. You mentioned, the whack-a-mole, some of the decisions you didn't like, some of the things that frustrated you. Is that the first time you've felt that since you've taken charge of this team?
Yeah, I openly told them that. To lose in the way we did against Brazil and Japan, and know that we're still, working on our principles. I didn't recognise our identity tonight. Is our principles of play, all of those things. Sometimes when the panic gets in the head, or you try to do something instead of stick to the things. Start doing. Don't stick to. Start doing the things we want you to do. But it just felt we didn't get a rhythm the whole night.
And just to follow up, in terms of the reasons for that, is it mostly about the circumstance and haven't been together in months and stuff like that, or are there other
It's sport. It's not that fixed, and you can't just turn it on. But what I do know is when you go 1-0 up, and then you spend a large part of the half not building on that momentum at the top level, it's really difficult. We expect more from ourselves, and one lesson for us is when we go 1-0 up again like that, don't go on the back foot. We have to go on the front foot and be better and take ownership. I'm included in that. I have to own that. I'm responsible for that, but it's a game of football. It's like no one died, and we got to get better. And I promise you, we will be better. We better be.
Anybody else? Thomas, right behind you.
Thomas Floyd, The Washington Post. You had Patterson and McKeown again in the back line, two players who are still relatively new to the program. Just what was your assessment of their performances tonight?
I don't think anybody came out with flying colours. I think as a team we were poor, to be honest with you. I think we own that, and and like I said, we have a great locker room that will step up come the next game. I think for us it's not about highlighting any one individual. As a team, we take that tonight.
Anything else? No? All right. We'll see you all some of you in Hartford. Henry, last one for you, my friend. Go ahead.
Jonathan kind of asked this earlier, but I'm not sure you actually answered it. The set pieces. Was that what was the issue?
Well, think about it. It's the first time, again, you've played a game. You've had 2 days training. Some players are on the back of a match day +2. It's just rhythm. You got, all of a sudden, last game, Naomi Girma, Claudia Dickey, Emily Sonnet is a centre-back pairing, and now you got Tara, Emily Sonnet and Fallon. Sometimes just the connections and getting all of those things right. But our job is not to be completely polished in things like our set pieces at this stage. It's to create the momentum built from the first half of the season. But it's not a given. Just because we had a good first half of the year, it's not a given. You have to always show up, and you can't think that we're scheduling European opponents in this passage because we know the Nations League and the Champions League are improving teams across Europe, and I think it's a good lesson for us today.